Like, I know you're a bit younger, P, and I know you've gotten to know who Heartless Crew we are now.
Oh no, I've been know about Heartless. Don't get twisted. Yeah. Come on. What's going on, people? It's your boy P Monroe alongside Man Like Management, aka Trim.
What's
That's
happening?
episode one of TKP Unplugged. Yeah, this is it's our new show, man. Something different. Um, if you guys have been watching us, we do DJing online. We're outside as well, and it's a lot of energy. It's a lot of energy, a lot of jumping around, shouting. Um, and yeah, I think right now it's the right time for us to sort of sit down and show you guys a different side, show you guys who we are, talk a bit more about ourselves, what's been going on. And yeah, um, Chuma,
Yo,
finally happened.
we're here now. We're here now. Long
You know what?
time.
It's been in the pipeline for a long time, right?
I would say since February, March.
Mm.
Yeah, we were supposed to have got this done. Didn't get around to it. Now I think now's the time to actually do it, since we're just now pushing in that direction. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. I think like the state of play right now, especially in the DJ scene, it's kind of prime time um for something like this. I've not seen anything. I could be wrong, but I've not seen too many DJ podcasts where people that are currently in the scene are talking about what's going on and all the things that people don't that the general consumers don't really know about, right?
Mm.
But before we kind of get sort of that far down the line, um, I just want us to talk about who we are. What is TKP? Where did it start? And I think you're the best person
I'm the best person, eh?
to talk about that. Yeah.
Oh God. Let's start from right from the beginning. Where do we go
Start
in
from
with
the
this?
start.
From the
Start from the
beginning.
beginning. Start from before TKP.
Before TKP. All right.
Yeah,
Before
not too far back, but
TKP, yeah. Your boy Trim, he's just a nerd on the side. And COVID times, you get bored. And I rang up my boy Cabes. I said, hey,
mm,
I've
big up
seen
Capes.
exactly. So I said, yo, what you up to nowadays? He's like, nothing, just at home. So I said, all right, cool. I've been thinking about doing this live stream and getting back into DJing because myself and Caves went back 20 plus years on vinyl, doing radio, etc., etc. He said, yeah, and I said, right, let's go. So fast forward a little bit, I bought myself a controller, the DDJ 800.
The 800, the
That's
legendary
right,
800.
the 800. And I I asked for Mr. P Monroe, aka Cuzzy, to bring me around a graphics card because I needed to broadcast out of the channel we was going to be using, which was going to be Twitch. We tried on
That's right.
Facebook, it failed. People were laughing at us. We were like, no, we've got to do this Twitch thing. So I needed a graphics card which can go into a computer, which can broadcast it out. That's basically ultimately what it was.
Mm.
Cuzzy came round, walked into my garage and said, Trim, what's this? So DJing, cuz. Hey man, how about you have a go? He looked at me and went, all right then. So a week later, I got some off-shot cam thing, video thing of him DJing. Bearing in mind, this guy had never touched deck before. I showed him a house beat, wasn't it, Pete? A house beat. Said, here,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
run
yeah.
this. He's like, all right. It was a little bit shabby, but I said, you know what? You got something. Take it away. He came back, sent some in-shop thing. I was like, wow, okay, calm down. And that is how TKP was born.
Just a cut in there, just before you go further than that, yeah.
Yep.
Because the way that it all kind of panned out. So obviously you was chasing me for that graphics card for it was a little while, wasn't it? Like a good few weeks.
Yeah, it was. It was. Oh, this shaky's going
Yeah.
down. Go on.
It
It's all right.
was a good few weeks, isn't it? And I think I was just taking long. It was during COVID. I was just taking my time.
Mm,
But at the time, like DJing was never on my mind. Like there was nothing. Am I right in saying that there was no
no,
sense of I'm gonna come down and
absolutely not.
have a play around on the decks, nothing like that.
You had no clue what I was doing.
Nah,
I'm a,
Nah, and
one thing you got to learn about me. I don't really disclose what I'm doing. I just, I've
so
been very, yeah, yeah,
Trim
yeah,
just does what Trim does, innit? As we
exactly.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was just mad how it panned out that, you know, I happened to walk into the garage and I see the decks and I've seen decks my whole life, but for some reason I looked at it, I was like, rah, okay, like this looks actually kind of cool, like this looks mad.
Mm.
And I think you saw my interests, which is why you made me sort of jump on and like have a little play around. And I know the mix was dead. I know the mix was dead, innit? But
In
you
fact,
still gave me the encouragement.
insert photograph. I do have a photograph. If we can find it, we will insert that photograph of him
I
on
got
the
it. I
deck.
got it.
You got it, yeah?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Insert
yeah. I got it.
photograph.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna put it in right now. But yeah, it was just it was mad that you know I gave you a terrible 2 minute mix, and you still gave me the encouragement to sort of go away and have a play around.
Mm.
And I don't know what something told you to sort of say that to me for some reason. And as you know, the rest is history, innit?
The rest is history.
And then yeah, TKP was born. But yeah, sorry, carry on. So
Yeah, no, no.
from
From that was obviously in the COVID period of 2021.
mm,
You had your groups, and
yeah,
part of my group
the
was
bubbles.
the bubbles. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
2 meters, yeah, all of that nonsense. Uh, Miss Z, little Z,
Hmm.
is actually a very good friend of mine. And she was obviously visiting regular because obviously we've got bubbles, so she will come down, stay down, bring her
Yeah,
son,
yeah.
etc.
Big up, Miss Z.
Yep. And again, she was seeing all of this and like, I want to go. I think it was one day yourself and Caves didn't turn up for a Twitch set,
Mm,
and she said to me, "Trim, can I have a mix?" And I said, "Sure, go for it." And again, saw that passion, that interest, and I was like,
mm.
"Hold that thought, go away." She came back to me within 2 weeks. I think she bought a set of decks, and she came back to me, and that was that.
Yeah. And just to talk on Twitch, the legendary Twitch.
Twitch
Twitch
was
was
fun,
actually the
man.
catalyst for everything that you lot are seeing today, by the way. Like about Twitch, yeah, and the 15 to 20 viewers that we would get on average.
Yeah.
Like none of this would be possible. I'll be honest. Like, Trim, do you remember that day? Yeah, I can't remember what day it was, but there was a day I think because we was averaging like 10, 12 viewers, right? Most of the time,
Yeah, I would say between 10 to 15 viewers,
10 to 15.
but I
Yeah.
think what kind of made me think, okay, this is actually good. It wasn't the fact, it's the fact that we reached, I think, the Twitch affiliation within three
Mm.
months, which is very, very quick. If you know anything
Yeah,
about
yeah,
Twitch, so basically, the
yeah. Hmm.
affiliation program is allows you to actually earn money off adverts, etc., etc., and we earned that very
Yeah.
quickly. Our engagement from the outside audience was pretty much all night, which was good. So
Yeah.
them 12 viewers, pretty much, or 15 views, or 20 views, or how many there was, stayed in.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But I
Comments,
remember specifically,
yeah,
I think there was one day, I don't know, we probably got like 25 views or something. And that
yeah,
was like, that was big for us at the time, innit?
yeah.
And I remember after the set, we kind of sat down and we said, you lot,
Let's
it's
take it.
time.
It's time.
It's time to take it serious.
So I think I had a TikTok
Uh,
account at the time, and I said,
yeah,
I think I want to migrate over to there because I think I've been scanning through and I've seen a few DJs. Um, Big up UK Flavor
defo, defo,
and
defo.
hold tight Rossi P because he was one of the
Come on.
one Rossi P and Marvel. These are probably the three people I see on there. Well, one of
Yeah.
them's a station, but yeah, I was like,
Mhm.
we need to
I
get.
think was Weevy around them times?
I hadn't seen Weavy at
You
that
haven't seen
time.
Weevy yet,
No,
innit?
I hadn't seen Weavy
Mm.
yet. Um,
Yeah. But big up Weevy though, man.
yeah, big up Weavy.
Weevy
Yeah,
was doing
yeah,
his thing, man.
exactly. But I saw Rossi. I definitely
Hmm.
see UK Flavor because I had the rotation of DJs and Marvel, and obviously I could see
Yeah.
his growth and the engagement on his channel. So yeah, I want that.
Mm.
Yeah. So obviously with TikTok, you gotta aim for the magic 1000. Uh, so we just kept on putting in the grind and putting out little clips, putting out
Yeah.
the little here of our
The Twitch
shows.
clips.
Yeah, and I think
Half a screen.
this is it. And I think we put up a clip and it just kind of went viral. I think our first one was, I think it was me on the decks mixing Jungle, you on the mic,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Caves wheeled it up. I think then
Hmm.
we did a clip where I'm not sure if it was after we got on TikTok, but we did a couple of jungle clips and they went super viral, 33,000 views. Well, that's super viral for us anyway.
Yeah,
33,000
I
views.
think
Was
that
that
was when we was on
after?
TikTok. Cause we had Martin. That was when Martin was spitting in it. Or was that no? That
No,
was the one in my yard
yeah, green screen.
with the green screen.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. That was on TikTok. That was definitely on TikTok.
We'll insert a clip if we can find it, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, that
Boom.
was it.
It's there.
Yeah, and it just went from strength to strength. And I think from when we did I remember our first stream. It was Halloween. I believe it was
Yeah,
Halloween.
it was Halloween. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Mm.
yeah, Zoe or Missy had her face painted, and yeah, we did the set, and we got halfway through the set. I think there were like 30 people at the time, and then all of a sudden it jumped up to 700 people, and Zoe was
Yeah.
on and she was petrified, and we were saying, "Don't move, don't scare them away, don't, whatever you do." Excuse me, Claves. Caves was going, flash the. I think I got a clip of that. I was
Yeah, yeah,
obviously
yeah.
on the floor in
Cade's
hysterics.
lost it.
Like, Caves
Cade's lost it.
lost it. This is the stuff you don't see. Like, going,
Yeah,
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 it's
yeah.
very, like, these are, my DJs
And
are
that's why
very
I'm glad
raw.
we got this. That's why I'm glad we got this podcast because there's these things that we can talk about. That we can actually expand on and
Mm,
actually talk about, where our head was at, what was going on behind the scenes, and actually paint the picture. Because sometimes just looking at a TikTok clip or looking at a TikTok live, you
mm,
can't necessarily take in everything apart from the music and the person that's on the mic, which I
exactly.
think we do well. But there's a lot more to us, man. There's so much jokes and laughter and yeah, man. It's just always good vibes, man. Always good vibes.
It's been about 10, 15 times I've been told just to mic up the room so the people can hear what we're talking about and things that
Yeah,
get
yeah,
said.
yeah.
It's just hilarious. Yeah.
It is hilarious.
We got characters.
And speaking of characters, so I wanted to kind of touch on our members. So
Sure.
because it's not always clear exactly who is TKP. So I think today is a good day to kind of just let's confirm that so people know
Who
who is
is
part of the clique.
2KP?
Mm.
So Trim, Capes, P, Miss Zed, Essence, Rice, Rita. That is
Hmm.
TKP.
That's
So
the gang.
Rice, Essence, Rita have obviously joined later, but the original four: Trim, Capes, P, Z. That is
Hmm.
TKP.
Yeah, and if people don't know what TKP stands for, it's literally
Trim, Capes,
Trim Caves Pete.
or the
There was no
kitchen party.
or the kitchen party. Yeah,
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 that's what
that's
people keep
another one.
thinking. Yeah, keep thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But big up all the gang, man, because it is. We didn't just like we could have had a massive crew in it, like the amount of people that we've we talked to and we collaborated with and things like that. We could have easily just made everyone TKP and big up everyone that's come down. You know what I mean? It's always it's all love in it, but
Mm,
I think we carefully handpicked who we brought into the crew, made sure, people are bringing things to the team and what we do. And I think it's safe to say that everybody in the crew brings something different.
yeah.
Um, and I think that's the main thing for us. It's not just about, just getting on the decks and just mixing. We could do that all day, but
No.
it's about the vibe and energy we bring.
It's about
And if you haven't got the right combination of
yeah.
people, it shows on camera. Let's be
It's
honest.
the synergy between us all. It's
Yeah.
you got to understand this isn't easy.
Hmm.
To vibe in a room and show an audience that you're genuinely vibing in a room, which we do. Like when we do our
Yeah.
sets, it's genuine. It's nothing scripted. And there's nothing
No
about.
facade. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's none of that.
Mm,
And I think our core audience know that. You know, they
yeah.
know it's all genuine. The banter we have with the crowd as well,
Mm,
and it's nice that we've got a nice fan base, nice community of people that actually support us. Which is good.
100%.
You know,
Nah, definitely. I think
it's
without the chat room, the regulars, the people that just drop in randomly and be like, "Oh my God, where have you lot been all my life?" I'm like, you know what I mean? Like,
I've been here.
it's kind of surreal though sometimes when we see the effect that our sets or our live streams can have on people,
Yeah,
and I think that's what makes us want to do it more, and it kind of drives us.
I think.
As much as it's tiring sometimes, and sometimes it's hard to get the energy up on a Saturday. So sometimes I'll get to a set, for example, and my energy be low, but I know once that camera starts recording, it's time to switch on, and it's like we all just do it. We all just go into that mode that it's time. Let's turn up for these people because you know they take the time out of their day to sit on their phone and watch us.
Mm,
It's only right that we give them 110%. We do that. We do that all the time, all the
yeah,
time. Um,
doesn't matter who,
so.
what combination of DJs I got, they all do it.
Mhm. So what I want to talk about is like a pivotal moment. So for me, there's a
Mm,
there's there's a few pivotal moments in it. There's the pivotal moments of TKP itself. I got some personal pivotal moments, which I'll talk about, and I think I'll let you talk about the TKP ones. 'Cause I know you got them, top of their head right now. But for
pivotal
me,
moments. Yeah.
um, we was we was going for a good year strong, I would say, and the levels were getting higher and higher, and I was getting more confidence by the minute. And I remember there was one set. You wasn't there, Trim. It was at my house. This is the first time we met none other than Essence DJ.
Oh yes.
Now, I knew this guy was sick in it from watching him on live in it. But he come to my yard, and I think I went. I think I went second. I think Miss C went first. I went second, and I thought, yeah, that was all right. And then this guy jumps on the deck, on my deck, by the way. Yeah, my decks, and absolutely turned the
Violated
place
him.
upside down. Violated to the point where, and this is why it was a pivotal moment for me, yeah, because it could have went one of two ways. I could have said, you know what, the levels are really high. I don't think I can reach there, or the levels are really high, but now I know what I need to work towards. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Thankfully, I went for the second option,
Mhm.
but it could have easily went left. Do you know what I mean? Big up Essence, cause I still owe my decks. Cause I said after you done that, you might as well take them, rude
Mm.
boy. But yeah, for me, that was a pivotal moment where I had to up my level.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, man, the rest has been history. But in terms of like TKP now, God, there's been a few moments. I think I know which one you're gonna go for first, but
Which one is that? You reckon? Gone.
so we was in the garage. It was me, yourself, Cabes, Missy, Rita,
Yep.
and a special guest walked through the door.
Yeah.
Like literally just walked through the door, like lights in his face. Probably didn't know where he was. Didn't know what he walked into,
Yeah.
and that was none other than who?
Maxwell D.
Maxwell D, man. Big up Maxwell D.
Yeah. He walked through the
That was our
door. Poor guy. Because I'm like, go and sit over there. The camera's there. Da, 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 da. He didn't know what to look at. He was like,
didn't know what's going
okay.
on.
And the chat went mad. I think that at the
Mm-hmm,
time there was 200, 250, and that
mm-hmm.
quickly rose.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna put a clip in here. I'm
Yeah,
gonna put a clip in here when he
please.
walked in, because that was yeah.
Yeah. And
Um,
after that, that's when the inbox of TKP was just ping, 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 ping,
mm,
ping, ping. It was before that. It was pinging because we was getting DJs that was asking to come down. We wasn't quite ready for that at the time. But yeah, I think we were one of. I wouldn't say we are the first. But I would say from the time that we've been around, we're probably one of the only ones that have brought in an actual guest of that magnitude.
that caliber.
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah.
yeah. But I think obviously there's other people have done it. Don't get it. Correct me if I'm
Now, of
wrong,
course.
but yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
Mm,
that broke the internet that day.
it did.
So
And I think the second time you broke it was when you came the second time.
yeah. Um.
At this yard.
In fact, no. Well, yeah, he did actually break the internet because I think that's the first time we got over. We was over 1,000 viewers, 1.4K. That's the
Yeah.
first time I've ever seen a one and then a dot and then a 4K, and I
And then
was
the K,
like,
yeah.
I blinked. It was quite funny because Max walked in and then we was already before he actually came onto camera, and we was at 650 people watching, currently watching us.
Mm.
He walked in and he goes, "Oh, is that people that have watched?" I said, "No, that's people that are live now." And he was like, "Seriously?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Wow." And
Yeah,
then I
yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
within, I think a couple of minutes later, he then spat some bars and it just went nuts.
Just went
Yeah,
ying
ting.
all the way up.
I couldn't even read the comments. Poor moderators, big up mans, and the people that were moderating that day because it was
Yeah,
just
they got
ridiculous.
Karen.
Karen,
Yeah,
Mans, John Lee. Remember John Lee?
John Lee.
Hanged out
Yeah, I
John
remember
Lee.
John
If you
Lee.
ever see this, my
Yeah,
bro. But
yeah,
yeah,
big up
yeah,
John, man.
yeah,
Hope you're good.
yeah. I like to say like the people that have always supported us, even back from Twitch days. That would be people like John
Mm.
Lee, and there's a couple of others as well. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now it's been a madness, man. It's actually been a madness. Sometimes it's surreal to kind of sit back and like look at where we started, where we are now, and we're still, we're still not where we even want to be. Let's be honest.
nah,
Like
not yet, not
I
yet.
don't, I don't, I don't even think we're in like 20% of, where we really want to be. Do you know what I
Mm,
mean? In
I've,
terms of our,
I would say that's about right. Or just yeah,
mm,
yeah, yeah. But we're getting
yeah,
there. I think with us, for me, this year was about taking a slight step back and getting to know people around the industry, which and I think we've accomplished that quite well. Even though you've not
mm,
seen us on camera, it's getting to know people behind the scenes, industry wise, music
yeah,
scenes, talking to them, getting an
hmm
understanding, do you know? So that's kind of been
now,
quite important to us.
now, 1,000,000%, 1,000,000%. And look, I don't know how many sets do you reckon we done?
Oh my God.
In fact, we're gonna do a little. I don't know either, but I say you guess, I'll guess, and then we'll figure it out for next week's pod.
We must be closing into like 80 sets now, I reckon.
Then we start 2021.
2021, yeah. We was doing, remember, 2021, we was doing it once a week as well.
Yeah,
Remember,
yeah,
everyone's bored, COVID. So every week we was in that garage. So that's
yeah. Now,
four
literally,
four sets a month, every Saturday without fail.
I think you might be close around the 8 mark. I'm gonna put a number on it. I'm gonna say 89. I
89.
reckon we've done about 89 sets. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We were probably completely off, by the way, people. So, yeah.
We'll do a count, and then next week, next pod, we'll reveal the actual number
Yeah,
because I think it's definitely up there. It's definitely up there. Speaking of sets,
yeah.
so last week there was a TKP set.
Oh, yeah.
Um, yourself was there.
Yeah,
It was at Rossi P's house.
yeah,
Obviously, he was there,
yeah,
and Essence DJ.
yeah.
Now, I can't lie, I didn't know what to expect. Um, in the build up to it,
Hmm.
I just thought it was gonna be like a normal set. Rossi will probably jump on first, do his thing, jump off. Essence do his thing. And you being there, I know you'll want a little cheeky mix, probably like 10, 15 minutes, maybe max. And I was completely wrong. It was an absolute madness
Carnage.
from start to finish.
Yeah.
Not even like a quick 20 minutes of madness. I'm talking like however long you was on live, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever it was.
Yeah, about close
About
to
3 hours, isn't it?
almost 3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. Straight 120 miles an hour, foot on the gas, no fillers. Yeah, no cheese, just pure. Yeah, it was a madness. It was a madness. Now, for me, seeing what, so for example, when I saw Essence and Rossi start doing the kind of back to back, so just to paint a picture, you had Rossi on the vinyl, yeah, and then Essence on the controller, literally right next to each other. So there's 4 decks in play at the time.
Hmm.
Now, seeing them man just go back to back from vinyl to digital, and it was all just mixing and blending. Like you wouldn't even know that there was any kind of two minds at work. You think it's just one person. It was like symbiotic, bro. Like I couldn't believe what I was hearing, honestly. And I think that was such a great concept because I don't know if you've seen big up Just Jane. I saw her post a clip about she was out and about out doing what she does, and she was doing a back to back with someone, and basically they had the two decks. Sorry, they had four decks each side, and the DJs were facing each other like this,
Oh
and they
yeah,
were
I've
just
seen the
both
clip.
going back to
I
back.
think I see the clip. I think I see the clip. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it reminded me of that, but because Essence and Rossi kind of know what they're both on, I just felt like the chemistry was just getting crazy, and then you jumped in, and it didn't subtract from the set; it only added. Like it just made it even better. But what was going through your head the whole time? Because I know it was sweaty in there, and you man were just having a good time in it, and I was just at home watching.
So I was setting up. I was setting up, and Rossi is beginning to go on his vinyl, and he was playing tunes. So I said to S, jump on. He went, what? I said, yeah, just jump on. Just merge with him, see what happens, innit? So now he says, say no more. Out comes this USB, straight in, headphones on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, big
So
S man.
after 5 to 10 minutes, they were absolutely chopping it up. So I just went to
Mm.
them, stop, and they both turned around. I said, keep that same energy. We're going live now. I hit record, and that was it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I told S just let's just host at the beginning. I said, right, let Rossi kick off, and that was it. And after he then jumped on and they found the groove, just kind of just let them just do their thing. Then I sort of jumped on because I was digging in Essence's USB.
Ah. But what did you do? Tell him what you done.
I played Kyla Do You Mind, but he's Essence Dubplate.
And you know what's
Rule
mad,
number
yeah?
one, yeah.
You don't do that. But
He's
but
like,
when
he
I heard it
told you
coming
that.
in, yeah, when I heard it coming in, I was like, okay, is this where he's going with it, yeah? And then I heard Essence's name. I was like, oh my days. And I see Essence's face,
He's like,
and
huh?
he's like,
What?
he's like he had a double take. Like, did I really hear that? And then Trim's there in the background looking all cheeky, like, you know what I'm saying?
But I knew I was going to read it because he was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
say
yeah.
something. So I was like, yeah,
Yeah, that was dope. It was dope. Like that's what I loved about the set. It was like it was no rules and it was
nah,
just have fun, and
free for all.
that's
Yeah.
that's what it's about, man. We're just there to have fun, and like I could tell was tired by the end of it. Like I was in the chat room tired just from the energy that was being exerted on the screen. Like I felt like I was there. That's probably the biggest compliment I can pay you lot. Like, I
Mm,
literally felt like I was there in the room, like just a spectator, and it was mad, absolute madness. And there's been plenty of mad sets. Like
crazy.
for example, another big set. Like this is still my favorite set to this day. Pirate Studios last year, summertime. It was
Swift J,
myself, Swift J, Phono Vibes, Essence, Caves. We even had Melody there on the mic. It was just
Rita, madness.
Rita. Yeah, like, and we got that recorded on the DJI Pro as well. So the visuals looking crazy. That one's on YouTube, by the way. So if you want to go watch that, go onto our YouTube channel and have a look. But yeah, that was another pivotal day for me, is for me personally, because I knew, yeah, I was punching up in it. Like I was going to get some heavyweights. There was a lot of heavyweights in the room, and I had to say it off in it. I had
Yep.
to say it off. Um, I'm not gonna lie to you. I spent about the best part of two weeks practicing my set for that day,
Oh wow. Okay.
and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did because them lot came with the heat. Let's be honest. Like obviously, Phono went after me. We know what Phono does.
Hmm.
Big up Phono. And then Swift J was after that. The thing about Swift,
Ah,
yeah, we've only had Swift down twice, yeah, but the guy is just so different with it. So different and so calm and relaxed. The guy came in a tuxedo
the word,
with a bow tie.
the word is nonchalant, man.
Nonchalant. Yeah,
I'm
exactly that.
telling you, like he pulled up, big up Swift, but he
Mm.
pulled up, just come back from doing a wedding gig or whatever. He goes, he goes, hang on, I'm gonna get changed. I said, I kind of looked at him. I thought, no, man, just what? He goes, you sure? I said, yeah, man, just come in like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And he
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, all right, grabbed his camera. grabbed his
Come on.
bag.
That's still my favorite set to this day. I
Mm.
know everybody probably got their favorites, but if you ask me personally, like I watch that at least once a month or listen
It's
to it on
definitely
SoundCloud.
in my top five. It's definitely in my top five. I've got a
Okay,
top five.
okay,
So
interesting. Go on, go
another
on.
top five set was myself, you, and S in the garage.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Boys
Shorts.
Club. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yep.
yeah. That was a big set.
Um, Another one of my favorite sets is a bit more recent, which was this year, was actually yourself, Rise, and S featuring Mac 10.
That was a big set.
That
That was
set,
a big set. Yeah, yeah,
the replayability on that set
yeah, yeah. Bare
is
clips on that one.
stupid, stupid,
Mm.
stupid.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, that's I like that set. And then
So was that three? Was that four?
that's three. And then
Yeah.
I want to then go back in time.
Hmm.
And a couple of sets. I was actually Capes
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
killing
yeah.
it
The
down.
Jedi.
The Jedi,
Yeah.
and then we did, and then another set is obviously one of Miss Z's first sets,
Hmm.
and I think the set at the beginning of the of this year where she played the Rugrats tune.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, that was silly.
So
Yeah.
yeah, there's a set that involves every DJ that I feel, yeah, that I would have put another one. I would say Swift, because Swift J
The first
kicked
one.
it off. Yeah, the first Swift J
Hmm.
set we did in the garage. Which the garage
Hmm.
is this side
Yeah, literally next door. Yeah.
of this wall. So yeah, it's
Okay.
mm,
You know, that's a solid top five. You know, that's a solid top five. If I was to give you a top five, obviously you know my first one, which I
yep,
said. I think my second one would probably be myself, Rise, Essence, and Matt 10. That was a big set.
yep.
I also so the other one at Rise is myself, Rise, Cabes, Rita, Ginger J,
Hold on, was that the recent one?
the recent one, and Mad
Oh
One.
my god, yeah, Mad One, yeah, man. Oh yeah,
Big up Mad One, big up Mad One. Yeah, that was another heavyweight set. You know why it was so good, yeah? Because there's so many different layers to the set. There was just the DJing side of it. Then there was the entertainment side of it. There was literally man was making music on the spot. Like
mm,
Riot started freestyling about the ping pong game with Jay. Obviously
mm,
that clip went viral, remember?
yep.
Um, and they was literally making songs. Remember the tell them gal come round town, tell them gal out of nowhere,
Dirty
out of
lyrics, man.
nowhere. Yeah,
Yeah.
big up Ginger J, but God, that brother's too funny, man.
It's
Too funny.
too much, man. The big
Yeah,
Reese as well.
yeah, big up Reese. And obviously, Mad One came through. Mad One, someone you've obviously met recently as well.
Yep.
Another top DJ, top producer.
Producer
Obviously,
is
he's got
just ridiculous.
his own team.
Yeah. Whole type
Big
divine.
up Divine Congregation Room
Conservation Room
22.
22. Yep.
Yeah, nah, big things going on over there.
Mm.
So yeah, that was another big set. You know what set I actually enjoyed that I think is a bit underrated? Missy's birthday in the garden.
Yes, it was a good. I missed a bit of it because obviously I had to pop away,
He
go
was
and
running
grab
around,
some
yeah.
stuff. I was running
Mm,
around, so I didn't get
mm,
to enjoy the set as much as I wish because I think you guys were coming and I was trying to make an internet cable. Well,
yeah.
basically where her router sat in our house. We needed
Hmm.
to take it to the back of the house, and this cable I was trying to make just for the love of me it just wouldn't work. So I made like 4 or 5 versions of this cable, and finally the last version of this cable worked. So I could literally run that cable all the way out,
Yeah,
and it
yeah,
was
yeah,
just so stressful. But I just had to get it done because it was her birthday. We had the dinner afterwards as well, so everything
yeah.
was
Yeah.
just kind of had to be kind of moved to clockwork. But yeah, it was
And if
that set was a lot of fun.
that was a lot of fun. And just touch on what you said there, yeah, like so if you lot don't know about Trim, yeah, this is why we call it management, innit? Because there's the things that go on behind the scenes, leading up to a set, all the running around that obviously people don't see in it because they just see when we're live and everything's perfect.
Mm.
But just know before a set, Trim, this guy here, he's quite joyful right now. Before a set, if things ain't right, don't chat to this brother.
no, leave me alone.
No bother chatting, yeah.
Don't leave
If
me
if
alone.
I'm not gonna say no names, yeah, but if there's a channel on a mixer that has moved by 0.1% in the wrong direction, just know Trimmer's gonna know and he's gonna say something.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say no names, but you always say, did you touch something to someone in particular? And but that's I think that's why you are management in it. That's why you have taken a role that you've got because you look at
Yeah.
those small details and you want the perfection.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? Like
Mm,
for me, obviously growing up in the garage scene
mm,
and watching certain groups grow, and there's always a certain level of professionalism, but when
yeah,
it
yeah.
was wild, there was also professionalism to their craft.
Mhm.
And obviously TKP, I always wanted it to be like the son of Heartless Crew. Like I know you're a bit younger, P, and I know you've gotten to know who Heartless Crew we are now. But
Mm.
obviously,
Oh no,
for
no,
me,
I've been know about
you
Heartless.
got
Don't
it.
get twisted. Yeah,
All
yeah, yeah.
right,
Come on.
okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
obviously growing up, like obviously I went to a lot of raves. Heartless being one of them. And obviously going back before that, it was like Bagley area. And then you see
Mm.
Garage Nation is big today. It wasn't the biggest rave back in the day. The biggest rave
Okay.
back in the day, I'll say it to the cameras and to everybody said, was Exposure in Bagley's. That's it. And then you had Collies, as in uh, Coliseum. Those are
Talk the
the
things, man.
two. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Had Sun City here, had Obsession. Uh, oh god, I'm not. I don't want to go on too long, but yeah, there were some big
Mm.
raves. The Costa Nostra, sorry. But anyway, I wanted to take elements of my childhood and
Mm.
pour it into TKP.
That's what makes us who we are, innit? It's about we're not just there just going crazy on screen. It's also giving you something that's sonically pleasing as well. So you're
Yes,
feeding you're feeding the music and you're feeding our energy at the same time.
it's got to have that replay ability about it. You
Absolutely.
because we upload our stuff onto SoundCloud, and you're gonna bump. The first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna be in the car, and you're gonna put it to your sound system in your car.
Mm.
It's got to sound good.
Yeah.
No one wants to hear. You want it to. You want it to sound good. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah,
You want it to
yeah.
sound good.
100%. And
Yeah.
we want it to sound good because we want to listen back to it and be able to
Exactly.
enjoy it. You know what I mean? And when it sounded flat, sounded like as Raz would say, Sprite diet,
That
like someone left the lid off and
brother.
the thing just gone flat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
man.
yeah, man. Now quality control has always been at the
It's
forefront,
key.
from the audio to the visuals to the guests. It's just always been
Quality control.
at the forefront of our thought process. Even the way we conduct ourselves, like
Yep.
we don't like do too much swearing on live because
No.
we know what it's like on TikTok. If you do something that's can be considered against their policies or anything like that, you're getting
Yeah.
banned. And what we built, I think the TKP accounts on 27.5,
Yeah.
almost 28K.
Mm.
It's not a lot to some people, but to us, like we built it from the ground up in it. So for anything to put that in jeopardy, it can't happen and it can't run.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the way we conduct ourselves, it just goes to show how much we take this seriously. Um, so I kind of wanted to move on from that. I don't want to talk about what's current now, yeah. So
God.
the DJ scene's been it's been bubbling slowly for the last couple of years. Obviously,
Yeah.
DJ scene's always been there, innit? But I mean, like in terms of from the bedroom DJs to the people that are doing the lives and things like that, it's slowly been becoming more and more popular over time. It's not just people in their bedroom. It's not just people, in their yard. You got people outside. Big up AG, big up Mac 10 doing
Yep.
bits outside.
Yeah.
Um, and I think we've seen over the last, well, I would say very recently, last month or two,
Yeah.
obviously AG has gone mad. Like
Yeah.
it's really clicked in it. Um,
Absolutely.
The man was
Do you know
outside for a
what?
long time, innit? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Disgusting.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
It
It's a lot.
is. It is.
But yeah, now I think they've definitely they've opened up Pandora's box, and
I have.
now as much as everybody wanted to be a DJ during lockdown, I feel like it's almost a second wave of that now. Now it's
Mm,
even more popular.
mm.
It's not just people wanting to be a DJ, people want to be MCs as
Yeah.
well. People are doing more content, with the public and things like that, which
Yeah.
is all great. And
Mm,
it's only shining a light on, the whole DJ scene. And I'm glad that we are in a position to also benefit and push ourselves as well, because obviously we're doing our thing, we're in a different lane, but
yeah.
we're also pushing this wave as well in our own right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
um and yeah, long may it to continue, man. i think
Well, mate, continue.
i think it's easy to kind of get tunnel vision and just think about yourself and what you're doing, but it's a scene, isn't it? If everybody in the scene is doing well, or there's particular people in the scene doing really well, it's only going to help everyone else.
Yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
so so yeah, it's never no hater thing. It's always trying to push each other, elevate, and if somebody's doing better than us, then we take inspiration from that and motivation.
Yeah, we do.
Do
We
you know what I
do. We
mean?
do. I mean, we take inspirations from ourselves. I mean,
Of course.
so if we talk about our own team members here, and I
Mm.
will point out one person in particular that we've just seen just go crazy, which is Rise. Like, the story of Rise is incredible, really, and no way to continue for the guy. Do you know what I mean? He's Yeah, he's such an inspiration to others, for the disabled community as well, wheelchair family, what he stands for as a person as well. He ticks so many
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
boxes, man. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
And he's a genuine guy.
And
What
he's
you
hilarious.
see, the guy is funny.
this this guy had you
He's
rolling for
Yeah,
hours.
rolling. Yeah.
For hours. Multi-talented, man. And I don't want to, talk his story for
No,
him. 'Cause we're gonna get him on it, so he
get
can
let,
actually,
let him talk himself.
yeah. But yeah, nah, that's a special talent right there, man. Super
Yep,
special guy.
yep.
Um, and yeah, man. Look, the whole team, man. Like Rita, big up Rita.
Mhm.
She's got two singles signed at the moment.
Yep.
The most recent one by Robbie Rivera,
Yep.
who's actually done a remix
Mm.
to her latest one.
Yep.
Yeah, which is coming out on Friday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, if you don't know about Lift Me Up by Rita, yeah, remix coming by Robbie Rivera on Friday. Another super talented individual. Rita I've known since I was like 5 years old, so that's the
Yeah.
homegirl right there. You get me? And I
Mhm.
know she would diss me if I didn't big her up. So
Yeah.
um
Happy.
and yeah, man like Essence as well, who's
Mm.
been on the scene for quite a while. Do you know
Mm.
what I mean? Like when he came into TKP, Rita's actually phoning me right now. Speaking of the devil, it's like she knows that I'm talking about. Yeah, when Essence sort of started hanging around with us, like
Mm.
this guy was outside doing things, innit? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
out in the scene,
Yeah.
and he didn't have to just, you know, start rocking with us. But again, like that's just a credit to the guy's character.
Yeah.
That he saw something in us,
Yeah.
and he saw what we can offer him and what he can also offer us, and it's a team collaboration. You know what I mean? It's not no tit for tat thing. It's teamwork, man.
Nah, man.
Teamwork's gonna make the dream work all the time.
Selfless.
Selfless, yeah.
This is the people that are in TKP. They're all selfless people.
Mm,
They all want to see each other win, and that's what makes our team so special.
mm,
If it was everybody's to ask, how do you guys get on? Selfless. We're all selfless individuals.
mhm.
We push each other to the highest degree, and that's why we are where we are, and that's why people gravitate to us. Just be real.
That is that is it. That is it, man. And as I said, like we're only like 20% in, man. Like
Mm,
people that realize the things that we've got, like the
stupid.
ideas that me and Trim talk about on a weekly. Like me and Trim will probably talk on the phone at least once a week for like 2 hours,
Mm,
and we're just being productive, man. Like talking about what we're gonna do next week, what we're gonna do next year, what we're gonna do next month. It's not short term. It's not long term. It's everything.
mm,
Everything. We're trying to attack it from all angles. So if you ever think that we're going a bit quiet or we're not doing as many lives as we used to do.
To
Just
be
know it's all because there's other things that we want to do in it. Do you know what I
to
mean?
to be fair, 2024 was a deliberate to slow down on some of the lives a little bit because we
Mm.
went so ham in 2023, and I felt very very guilty for burning these lot out. 2023, they were gone. They were
Yeah,
like
yeah,
trim. I'm like, yeah, okay, this is the last one, and that's it. So
yeah.
yeah, no, we deliberately slowed it down because we wanted to focus on these guys' DJ career outside, doing
Hmm.
private events, private parties, you know. And
Mm.
then next year, obviously, we're a different kettle of fish again. But don't reveal my
Yeah,
cards.
yeah. We'll find out in due time, innit? We'll find out in due time. Um, and yeah, just before we go,
Yep,
just want to let the people know what we got coming up. So you can catch myself, Essence, and also Caves on the 1st of December. That's taking place at the Allburge Restaurant and Bar in Waterloo. Total 8. Links in the bio, all that stuff.
sure.
We also got Essence and Friends on the 21st of December. Big lineup. Again, check the socials, all on there. It's a free one as well. You can just pull up there in Milton Keynes. Um, what else is there, Jim? I'm sure I'm missing something.
Yeah, Essence and Rise on the 30th
Yes,
of they're doing Sun City.
Sun City. Yep,
Miss C is obviously doing an event. I can't recall the name. Skyfall, I believe.
Skyfall. Yep.
Um, yeah. So everybody is
Mm,
doing something, and this is kind of why you guys don't see us all the time. But
mm.
we apologize for that. We're gonna make more time for live streams. Right.
Yeah. Or the podcast is here now, isn't it? So
Yeah, this
you're
is what
gonna
it's
hear us
about.
sit down and chat.
Oh, when we get the room, that's
Yeah,
when it's
yeah.
gonna go
So that's
nuts.
that's that's what they need to know in it. This is just a pilot. This is the
Yeah,
first
this
one
is
in
the
it.
pilot. This is not how it's gonna stay, guys. It's gonna be.
Yeah,
I'm
you're gonna
trying
see
to
me and Trim in the same room and guest and all that stuff. So yeah, man. But Trim, it's been emotional.
P.
I think it's been a good first episode.
Yep.
Um, and there's more to come, man. But yeah, you lot stay locked. TKP Unplugged.
Mm.
And yeah, just follow us on all the socials: YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, SoundCloud. We're all over there, man, and it's all being updated on a regular basis. So don't miss out on anything.
Mhm.
And yeah, man, signing out. Be there.